What is going on, guys? It is Trifecta J here with episode 2 of my Royals franchise here at opening day at Target Field as we'll be taking on the Minnesota Twins. 2 years ago, the Royals were your World Series champions. Last year, they did go 500, and this year they'll look to rebound in the upcoming years. Ervin Santana will take the mound for the Minnesota Twins. He played pretty well last year. And then the ace of our staff, Danny Duffy, will get the opening day start. A look at our lineup: Alcides Escobar, Mike Moustakas, Lorenzo Cain, and Eric Hosmer are your first four batters, and Whit Merrifield and Jorge Soler hitting 9 and 8 respectively. Santana had a 3.38 ERA last year, making 30 starts and a 7 and 11 record. The Twins last year had the worst record in baseball, and that's a good way to get us started as Alcides Escobar hits it down the left field line. He's going to try and stretch it into a double, and he will get in there safe. So a lead-off double. Now Lorenzo Cain with one out, and he hits that into the left field gap to the left fielder, and we're going to send Escobar home. Sano's relay is not in time, and we have an early 1-0 lead. Now it's Eric Hosmer, and he hits that against the shift, and now Lorenzo Cain will stay at second. So men on first and second now with one out. Alex Gordon, who struggled last year, will hit it to the shortstop, and it's Dozier to the first baseman, and that will end the inning. So a look now at the lineup for the Minnesota Twins. Brian Dozier hit over 40 homers last year and will be playing second base. Byung-Ho Park hitting fifth at first. A 3.51 ERA for Danny Duffy last year in 26 starts, but a 1.14 whip, and he is, like I said, the ace of our staff, as he gets Eddie Rosario swinging on the slider. One out as to Buxton, and he goes down looking in the bottom of the zone with a two-seam fastball. Duffy looking for a perfect first inning, and he gets just that, striking out Sano looking. We go to the top of the second. Jorge Soler is up. He was acquired in the offseason for Wade Davis. That one sneaks down the left field line. Soler will go into second base with a leadoff double. So now it's 2 outs, full count, and it is Whit Merrifield striking out, and the throw to first is in time, so no damage done. Now we go to the bottom of the second as Dan Duffy has a man on first, and after a 9-pitch at bat, it is a strikeout for Duffy. Grossman's up with 2 outs, and he pops that up to the catcher Salvador Perez, who catches it in the shadow, and we will go to the top of the third. Lorenzo Cain up, arguably the best player on this team, and he hits that, and it gets past Sano into left field, and that's a hit for Lorenzo Cain. With 2 outs, it's Eric Hosmer. He hits that in the right field gap. Buxton has it as Cain will head to third. Hosmer will head back to first, and we have runners on the corner with 2 outs. It's Gordon with another chance, and that gets past Park at first base, and now Hosmer will head for third, and the offline throw allows him to get in there safe. So another 2 outs with runners on the corner, and it's Perez who goes up the middle, and this time we will keep Gordon at second base. The next batter, Brandon Moss, would be hit by a pitch, so it's bases loaded for Soler, and he gives that one a ride, and there's a high fly ball to Buxton in center field, and no more damage done, but it is 3-0. We'll head to the fourth inning as Escobar's up once again, and he does it again, hitting it down the left field line. Rosario has it, and he will throw it in, but the throw is not even close to in time. Escobar has another double. But Lorenzo Cain will go down swinging on a dirty changeup to end the inning. To the bottom of the fourth, Miguel Sano is up, and he crushes that ball to deep right field, and it is out of here, and that will put a dent in our lead. Now 3-1. Miguel Sano, one of the best young power hitters in the majors, and he shows it off right there on opening day. Next up is all-star second baseman Brian Dozier, who sneaks that past Escobar at shortstop and has a single. Dozier moves to second base, and 2 outs, full count. Kepler goes down swinging, and that gives Duffy out of the jam. Duffy back on the mound in the bottom of the fifth as Grossman goes down swinging on the slider. Trevor May will enter. Last year appeared in a couple of games, having a poor season with over a 5 ERA, but is still a young pitcher. It's Jorge Soler up, and he looks silly swinging. And the throw from Murphy goes to first base, and that will be an out. Now with Merrifield up in the top of the 6th, and he hits that one hard, and under it is Rosario, and he has it for the final out of the inning. Bottom of the 6th now, full count, and Rosario gets the walk as Duffy just misses his location. Good eye though by Rosario. Now a little dribbler by Buxton, and trying to go to second, and it is not in time, so both runners are safe. Miguel Sano is up. He hits that one to Alex Gordon, who's right under it, and we get lucky. That was a hard hit ball. Brian Dozier, that ball gets past Perez. He throws to third base, and it's not in time. The runners move up into scoring position. Full count to Dozier, and after a 10-pitch at bat, he will walk and load the bases. One out for Byung-Ho Park, and that ball gets down right in front of Gordon. The throw home is not in time for the first runner, but it does hold Buxton. Matt Strahm will enter. Played pretty well last year in 22 innings, a 1.23 ERA. Bases loaded for Kepler, and he destroys this ball. Another homer to right field, and Strahm comes in on his second pitch, gives up a grand slam. Only one of those is an earned run, but still, that's not what you want to see out of one of your more promising pitching prospects. And now Polanco goes down swinging on the changeup, and Strahm will get out of the inning with no more damage, but it's now 6-3. The game has changed very quickly. Lorenzo Cain up, and he hits that softly to Miguel Sano, who throws him out at first. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Dan Duffy back on the mound, and it is hit to Merrifield, and it's in time. A great defensive play, and working quickly in order to get the speedy Buxton. With only 6 more outs to go, Glenn Perkins will come in. Did not appear much last year, got hurt early on in the season, as he will get Alex Gordon swinging on the slider for the second out of the inning. Down to 4 outs left on opening day, and Salvador Perez pops that up. John Ryan Murphy under it, and we will head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Miguel Sano up, a full count, a little dribbler. It's Duffy who gets there, or Strahm who gets there, I should say, and the throw is not in time as Sano's able to beat it out. Brian Dozier will look to extend the lead. He can do that one swing of the bat. Instead, he will just hit it softly to Strahm, and he will get him out at first. Now a pop fly into left field with 2 outs. Alex Gordon's under it for the final out of the inning. Brandon Kinsler will come in, the new closer for the Twins. He had 17 saves last year. Took over for Glenn Perkins when he was hurt. Brian Pena up as a pinch hitter, and he pops that to left field. Under it is Rosario for the first out of the inning. Now 2 strikes, and looking silly is Jorge Soler. Not a good looking at bat, only took 3 pitches. Now it's Whit Merrifield trying to get a rally going, and he gets it, and it is a single with 2 outs. So now it is Alcides Escobar up, and he will just pop it into right field for the final out of the game, as the Twins will take the first game of the season 6-3. Danny Duffy ends up going 5 1/3, 8 strikeouts, but does give up 5 runs. The grand slam by Max Kepler celebrating here was the big difference maker in this game that really changed the momentum and really put us behind the 8 ball, down 3 runs, and our offense just could not get it going late in the game. I hope you did enjoy this opening episode and opening day. If you did, please leave a like down below. Leave your comments on the game down below. Who impressed you the most? What are some moves you think we should make? What are some areas of this team that we should target to improve? Like I said, though, I hope you did enjoy. I will see you for episode 3 in a few days, 'cause I'm out.